So I quit my job. Um, a job that has been taxing me for a couple of years now. Man, oh man, if you ever want to feel the biggest sense of relief or stress release, whatever you want to call it, take the leap. Like 1000% take the leap. It has given me so much free bandwidth in my brain to focus on some things that I just really need to do and want to do, which is really cool. Now, what's been even more incredible, excuse me, is the fact that I have started something new. And for those of you who are listening and know me as me, I just want to let you know that I have started playing pickleball. What's the big thing for me to say out loud? I think I was a secret pickler for a while, and then now here I am. I am out in the open. Yeah, I still have a girlfriend, which is good. Thank God. And thank God she still loves me, even though I have pickled hard in the last week. She's been away, and I took it upon myself I resigned from the job, and the day that I finished my job, I was on like an immigration vacation. I was waiting for a new permit to come through, etc., etc. Anyway, in the time of me being off of work, I decided that with a good friend of mine, who has been pestering me for ages to do this, and I'm always just like, hey, you know how I know you're gay? And he's like, how? I'm like, you play pickleball. And now here I am. So I can't really say that anymore, because it's so much fun. Like, I don't think I can get this across to you enough. Like, you sweat so much, you run around like an absolute donkey. It's like table tennis for adults. And I mean, not everyone's going to enjoy it. It's given me a good laugh. It's given me a lot of smiles. It's given me a little bit of community, which is even better. But I will say it. Pickleball is fun. Like, get a little crew together and just go and whip around a ball, and tell me that after a couple of hours of being out in the sun, sweating, running around, yelling at each other, trying to throw each other off, whatever, saying slurs that you shouldn't say to each other, but you are because it's a competition. Tell me at the end of that it is not a lot of fun. Because, man, I'm genuinely having a good time with it. Anyway, I digress. One of the things, though, that I was going to talk about, though, because I think it's so funny, is... So this friend of mine, I'm not sure that I can say his name, but fuck it, I will. Who cares? So Army and I have been buddies for years now. And anyway, he has let me experience a few different things that I don't think I would naturally get to experience, playing golf at the Ritz, or playing pickleball at the Ritz, or experiencing the Ritz gym, and all of these sorts of things. These are really cool things that I don't think that I would have been able to experience had I not met him, had I not befriended him, he befriended me, whatever. We're now best buds, and yeah, we go on lots of tall and small adventures, which is amazing. Anyway, the other day though, I just want to, like, let's get a little bit serious here, but not really too serious. The wildest thing, when you want to put it into perspective as to what the uber wealthy look like. And no, I'm not saying that he's uber wealthy by any stretch. If anything, I'm sure if you've read the news, he's probably flat broke, which, whatever. He's put up there in the universe that he is trying to get back into it, and I wish him nothing but the best. I've always wished that for him. Anyway, once again, I digress. But we were in the gym the other day, and I'll never forget this lady who just like wanders past and just goes, "Oh, can you believe they're closing the gym?" And Army was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, they're closing it for renovations." And he was like, "Oh, this place is really falling apart." He's just saying it as a joke, right? This lady is just like, "Oh, yeah, but where are we supposed to work out? Like, how are we supposed to get our cucumber-infused water? And like, our latest equipment, and the Pilates, and the this and this. Like, where would you go?" And I was like, I was sitting there listening to this, and I'm just like, this is your problem? Like, your problem is that your gym is going to close. And you're not going to be seen? Or you're not going to be able to flaunt around in your skimpy little outfits and have people gawk at you? Like, I don't really get it. Anyway, I looked at that and I just thought, like, if this is like her, this is her version of the biggest problem in her world, is the fact that the gym is going to close. Bearing in mind, they're not closing it. They're moving it while they're doing the renovations to a different part of the hotel so that the people can still work out there. It'll be a little bit smaller, but everything will still be there. And then when they've done the renovations, it'll be like state of the art. They'll have like all of the new equipment. They'll have cold plunges. They'll have saunas, steam rooms, like all of the things. It's going to be incredible. They just have to be a little bit patient. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this up, is that if this bitch thinks that that is a problem, what about our problems? What about the fact that, like, the cost of living here is so wildly expensive that we can basically barely afford to live in some aspects? I mean, not all of us, but there are a lot of people that can barely afford to live. And this is her problem. So I think what I'm getting to is the fact that if you think that your problem is huge when it comes to being inconvenienced by the fact that your coffee maker is not working, or you're a little bit late for work, or your car won't start, or whatever insurmountable thing it is that you think is a big problem, step back. It's probably not a big problem. And what I would recommend 1000% is, if you can, play some pickleball. Because, man, you can't be sad playing pickleball. Oh, I'm such a loser. Ugh. No, for real though. If you can though, get out there and play some pickleball, or play a sport, or find a little community, or do something for yourself. Like, stop relying on other people's happiness for your own happiness. Go out there and find it for yourself. Spend some time alone. Listen to some good music. Draw a picture. Color in a book. like fix something, build something. Make your life fun for you, because you're the one that has to live it. Don't make it fun for everyone else. Don't make it someone else's journey or anything like that. Make it yours. Now, the next thing that I want to get to is a quote from a friend of mine. And it resonated really nicely with me because I think that he is doing exactly what he wants to do when it comes to being happy for his own life. He started his own little business with his girlfriend. They're doing really well. It's a little coffee shop, food truck thing, and they rent paddle boards. Anyway, it's incredible. Shout out to Yaz. He's one of a kind. Anyway, this was his quote because I was struggling with what I was trying to figure out what to do with in life, how I was going to do it, what did I want to be, where did I want to be, all of these things that I couldn't really figure out. And I said to him, I don't know what I want out of life. And he said something really profound, and I think I'm going to start taking it with me, and I think that you guys should as well, if you're listening to this. And he said, start with the things that you don't want, and you'll be doing the things that you do want. And I went, So start with the things that you don't want. You don't want a toxic relationship. You don't want debt. You don't want a dead-end job. You don't want to be fat. You don't want to be this. You don't want to be that. You know what you don't want. It's way easier to focus on the negative things in life. So if you're so fixated on the things that you don't want out of life, write them down. You don't want those things. And then do the opposite. You don't want to be broke? Cool. Work harder. Make more money. You don't want to be fat? Work harder. Get skinnier. Play some pickleball. Like, all of these things. You want a better house? Fix some shit in your house. Like, do you. Make it happy for you. Make your surroundings as comfortable and as peaceful and as incredible as you can possibly make them. So focus on the things that you don't want out of life. And you'll start to get the things that you do want. It's my little 10 cents for today. Now, go get yourself a pickleball buddy. Find a court. It's cheap. Go and get a buddy. You can rent a paddle. You can rent the ball. You can rent the court. Go and get 3 buddies and go and sit down, read the rules. Go and have a lesson, whatever it is. But man, I'm telling you, an hour in the sunshine, a little bit of sweat, just getting your blood pumping and having a good laugh while you're doing it, it's priceless. So, go out there, my friends. Conquer. And don't be like the lady from the gym, like moaning about the fact that her gym is going to close. Like, that's not a worry that she should be worried about. Like, yeah, anyway, different stories, different strokes for different folks. People are wild. That lady's perception of reality is so skewed in so many ways. So I'll leave you with the quote once again, and then I'm going to peace out from you. So, I don't know what I want out of life. So start with the things you don't want, and you'll be doing the things you want to. Because you know what you don't want. Alright. That's me. You could probably check this out on YouTube as well. You can see the video. You might be able to see my ugly mug. However, if you don't want to see my ugly mug, you can just listen to this. And it's 15 minutes of your life. And I hopefully give you a bit of a laugh. and educate you.
God bless Unbreakable.
Love you all.